Hey guys, so about 4 days ago, I posted a video titled Nique is getting married. Now in that video, I posted a TikTok that her and Dwayne did. Now in the TikTok, Dwayne stated that he was ready for a marriage and kids. Now since then, Nique and Dwayne have went live on Instagram and pretty much confirmed that they are going to be getting married.
I want to get married.
Let's take the shot.
She want to get married, so
We getting married.
They're just super cute. Can't wait for this wedding. I know Nique is going to look super gorgeous. Now let's get on to this next topic with Ken. Now, if you guys didn't know, I reported in my last video that Ken spent Valentine's Day weekend in Puerto Rico. So Ken posts on Instagram, should I tell the La Perla story here? I'm not going to do a story time about it, LOL, but it's honestly a funny story. Then he says, actually, I just realized I never mentioned it here, only on my close friends, but legit could have died recently and people from Puerto Rico would know exactly what I'm talking about. So then someone responds with, I already know what's coming. You got to know how to step in there. Ken says, man, I'm telling y'all, you got to know how to operate when you go to La Perla.
So let me tell this story. So I went to La Perla in Puerto Rico, and if you're from Puerto Rico, you already know exactly what I'm about to say. So there is an unspoken rule in La Perla that you can't record. I had no idea of this rule when I went. So I went, started recording, walking down the street after we just got burgers in La Perla. It's been cool. It was cool. When I tell you that two guys came up out of nowhere, like ghost, and started pressing. I mean, ready to fight, ready to get active. And then my first thought is fight or flight. I ain't trying to run, so I'm like, man, forget that. We about to fight. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I'm ready to fight. And in the midst of that, like I'm ready to fight. Like I'm pressing dude back. 8, 9 more dudes. I was saying 8 or 9 more dudes surrounded. And it got to a point where it was realized if I fight, we not gonna get back. We ain't gonna make it back safe. They outnumber us by far. So I ended up grabbing the phone and had to delete whatever was recorded. Just like, look, bro. At this point, I'm trying to get home safe. And so we learned about La Perla at a club that we were at recently. So I had to walk back to the club and ask these dudes, like, yo, what was that? Like, what happened? Why didn't y'all warn us of that? But long story short, they had told us that, look, bro, if you're gonna go to La Perla, there's rules. There's a respect level of that. And I respect that. I have no issue with that. I'm not trying to be American or whatever the case may be. But they have injured people for that. Injuries that people may not recover from. So long story short, do your research if you're going to go to places, especially local neighborhoods, because you never really know. But I love Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rican people. No issues. It's not a matter of me trying to sway people not to go there. It's just do your research, all of that. But all in all, had I decided, which initially that's what I wanted to do, I was ready to fight, it could have been way worse. But that's pretty much the story. Not looking back, it's a funny thing, but it was very, very dangerous. Like it was bad how pressed and how them dudes checked us. At the end of the day, they checked us, and they weren't playing no games. They weren't trying to hear anything we had to say. But at the end of the day, made it back safely. And yeah, it was a lesson learned that if you're going to go to these places, do your research.
All in all, just do your research and respect neighborhoods. You don't know what goes on there, and that's not your business, but they don't want their business displayed in no way. And I learned that the hard way. Now, after Ken told this story, I did go read a few articles where tourists actually lost their lives in La Perla for something similar to what Ken has explained explained here. So yeah, guys, definitely be careful when you are traveling to foreign places because you don't know the rules of that land. Now, that could be anywhere that is not your home. It could be like another city, another state if you're in the US, or even another country or something. I mean, you kind of have to know how that area moves because you don't want to step on any toes. But anyways, I do want to get on to this next part of this whole situation with Ken going to Puerto Rico, because in my last video, I stated that Ken actually went to Puerto Rico with his new little boo thing, Juju. Now, I did post a clip of Ken and Juju both in the same area, and people were stating underneath that video that this was not the same raft. Well, obviously, you guys can see she's probably the one taking the picture of Ken, which would make her have to be on a different raft. But you guys can still see here that these rafts are like the same, and they were posting these the same weekend. So now if you guys still don't want to go for that and you're saying, no, they're not the same, they're different, well, let's go to this picture here, because now she also posted this. You can see Juju. She posted a photo of an ice cream in front of this building. If you zoom in, you can see the name of that building. Now, I went and Googled the name of the building. As you guys can see, this is the same building that is in Puerto Rico. So her and Ken were in Puerto Rico the same exact weekend, and it's rumored that they were dating. So you guys can put two and two together there and come up with your own conclusions as if they were really there together or not. Could be a coincidence that they both live in Atlanta, they know each other, they're rumored to be dating, and they were in Puerto Rico the exact same weekend. And I do also want to mention that Ken is a single man. So if he chooses to take Juju or whoever else he wants to take to Puerto Rico for Valentine's Day, then he can do that. I mean, again, he's single. He likes to travel. So why not take a woman out on vacation for Valentine's Day? I'm not sure why that's so hard for some of you to believe, to whereas you like, no, it can't be. Well, you have all of the tea, all of the little evidence here, so you can put it together how you wanted to put it together, believe it or not, sip the tea how you want to sip it. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this and everything else down in the comment section below.